The latest benchmarking leaks for the Samsung Galaxy S25 have surfaced, and they bring promising insights into what we can expect from Samsung's upcoming flagship. If you're as curious as we are, let's explore what these numbers mean and how they stack up against the competition. The Galaxy S25's unveiling is rumored to be just around the corner, with speculation pointing to a January 22 Galaxy Unpacked event. While we're still awaiting the official reveal, the leaks keep flowing. The most recent one showcases a significant boost in performance compared to earlier reports, suggesting Samsung's new flagship might exceed our initial expectations. Now, let's take a trip back to November. At that time, leaked benchmarks of the Galaxy S25 left many fans disappointed. The single-core score was pegged at 2481, with a multi-core score of 8658, a feat not often seen in flagship upgrades. And what about the competition? Apple's iPhone 16 posted a single-core score of 3301 and a multi-core score of 8033. While the iPhone continues to lead in single-core performance, Samsung seems to maintain its edge in multi-core capabilities. This has been the trend for a few years now, and it's fascinating to see how the two tech giants continue to compete in these areas. It's important to note, however, that benchmarking figures can be inconsistent during the pre-release stage. This inconsistency might explain why earlier leaks painted a less optimistic picture. With the Galaxy S25's rumor release date set for February 7, we'll have to wait until the official launch to see how these numbers translate into real-world performance. One consistent element in all the tests is the chipset. The Galaxy S25, much like the rest of the series, is confirmed to feature the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor. This chipset is set to power international models, including those in India and Europe. The absence of an Exynos variant this time around seems to be a deliberate move by Samsung to ensure uniform performance across markets. The Snapdragon 8 Elite is expected to bring several enhancements, including improved power efficiency and advanced AI capabilities. Coupled with 12 gigabytes of RAM, as noted in the leaked benchmark, the Galaxy S25 is shaping up to be a powerhouse that caters to both casual users and those who demand high-performance devices. Now, while the standard Galaxy S25 is receiving much of the spotlight today, it's worth keeping an eye on its Ultra sibling. Previous leaks showed the Galaxy S25 Ultra achieving a multi-core score of 10,236 on Geekbench 6, which is phenomenal. However, more recent results have been slightly less impressive. This variability underscores the need to wait for the final retail units before drawing definitive conclusions. For now, the new benchmark results for the Galaxy S25 are a breath of fresh air. They hint at a device that not only competes, but potentially outshines its predecessor and rivals in key areas. If Samsung delivers on these performance promises, the Galaxy S25 could be a game changer for power users and a worthy competitor in the ever-intensifying flagship market. As the countdown to January 22 continues, we'll keep you updated on all the latest news and rumors surrounding the Galaxy S25 and its Ultra variant. Will it live up to the hype? Only time will tell. In the meantime, drop a comment below with your thoughts on these benchmarks. Are you excited about the Galaxy S25's potential? Or do you think the competition will have the upper hand? Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest tech. Until next time, stay curious and stay tech-savvy. Heavyweights in the smartphone world. Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both of these phones push the boundaries of mobile technology, offering cutting-edge features and exceptional performance. But which one takes the crown as the best big phone of 2024? Let's dive in and compare them side by side. Design. Starting with the design, both phones have distinct looks that reflect their brand identities. The iPhone 16 Pro Max stays true to Apple's iconic rectangular shape with flat sides and soft corners. This year, it features an even slimmer bezel, allowing for a larger 6.9-inch display. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps its sleek, curved edges and integrates the ever-popular S Pen, a feature unique to Samsung's Ultra series. Size-wise, the differences are minimal. The iPhone 16 Pro Max measures 163mm at 77.6mm, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly shorter, but a bit wider at 162.3mm at 79mm. That extra width allows room for the S Pen, which gives Samsung an edge in productivity. Apple, however, introduces something new this year, the camera control button, a capacitive touch key that allows for zooming and other camera controls with a swipe. When it comes to color options, Apple sticks with its sophisticated muted tones, white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Samsung goes for more variety with options like titanium violet and yellow. And for those ordering through Samsung's website, you get access to exclusive colors like titanium blue and green. Display. Now, onto the display. Both phones deliver top-tier screen technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max boasts a 6.9-inch OLED display with a buttery-smooth 120Hz refresh rate. As with the iPhone 15 Pro series, you also get the always-on display feature, which lowers the refresh rate to just 1 Hz when the phone is idle. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind with its stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display that also supports 120Hz refresh rates and an always-on feature. One advantage Samsung brings is an anti-reflective coating, making outdoor visibility much easier in bright sunlight, something the iPhone lacks. Both displays are breathtakingly vibrant, but there are subtle differences in color. The iPhone 16 Pro Max tends to lean towards warmer yellowish tones, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a cooler, more tealish hue. A standout feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop its brightness to just 1 nit for easier nighttime viewing, great for late-night scrolling. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-generation 3nm process. This makes it incredibly efficient, with significant improvements in heat dissipation and sustained performance compared to its predecessor, the A17 Pro chip. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is no slouch either. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, custom-tuned for Galaxy devices. While the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs well, especially in gaming and graphics-intensive tasks, it tends to throttle a bit sooner than Apple's A18 Pro under extreme stress. In benchmark tests, the iPhone 16 Pro Max leads in CPU performance, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra takes the edge in 3D graphics, scoring slightly higher in peak performance. However, Apple's new chip excels in long-term sustained performance, so if you're planning on pushing your phone to its limits, the iPhone may have a slight edge. Camera next. Let's discuss one of the most critical aspects of any flagship phone, the cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 48-megapixel main sensor paired with a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. Apple has also introduced a new lens coating to minimize lens flare, addressing a common complaint in previous models. On the flip side, Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra brings its camera game with a 200-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel zoom lens, a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Samsung has packed in more megapixels, but remember, megapixels aren't everything. The iPhone tends to produce more natural-looking photos, whereas the Galaxy S24 Ultra sometimes leans into oversaturation, delivering more vibrant images. In low-light photography, both phones perform exceptionally well, but Samsung's larger sensor can capture more detail in some scenarios. For video, the iPhone takes the crown with its 4K recording at 120 frames per second, ideal for capturing stunning slow-motion footage. While Samsung's camera app offers tons of customization, Apple's new camera control button provides a more intuitive experience for videographers. Battery life and charging. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro Max packs a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra edges it out with a 5,000 mAh battery. Both phones are more than capable of lasting through a day of heavy use, but Samsung's slightly larger battery may give it a slight advantage. When it comes to charging, Samsung takes the lead. The Galaxy S24 Ultra supports 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt charging speed. Samsung also has reverse wireless charging, which allows you to charge other devices like earbuds on the back of your phone, something Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't offer. Software. Lastly, let's compare software. Both iOS and One UI are polished, mature operating systems, but they offer different user experiences. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is a fantastic choice. But if you're looking for more customization options, better charging speeds, and love the idea of an S Pen, Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the perfect phone for you. Ultimately, both of these phones are top-tier devices with a ton to offer. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a powerful, feature-packed smartphone that will keep you ahead of the curve in 2024.